name is Deidre.
My name is Kenneth Jones.
Kenneth Jones. All right, so Cleanuation. So you all do residential and commercial.
Mm-hmm.
You have big contracts?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, so tell me how you got started.
I started, well, I got here in 2017, and the name was originally Companion Aid Services, and I was only servicing elders.
Okay.
And my aunt is bedridden, so I was really taking care of her and cleaning her home and with my uncle. And some of his friends was like, "You come clean my house," and I'm like, "Okay, give me $50." You know.
That's how it starts.
That's how it starts. And from then on, I like put my ad on Craigslist, and I know it was so bad because I got so many creepers from that. But I got this one lady, like I'll never forget her. I'm still in touch with her, and she told me, she was like, "I need somebody here 24/7. I'll pay you X amount of money," and I did her for like a year straight. I didn't do any more houses except for like my uncle houses, and that's how we got started.
That's amazing. So, how you have this gentleman on with you?
It's kind of a long story with that.
It ain't even no long.
It is kind of, if we really get into it.
Right.
But what happened was, I like to be transparent, so I'm going to. I did 10 years in state prison, in New York State Prison. Mm-hmm. And when I came home, I did landscaping when I was locked up. And when I came home, I did landscaping in New York as well. And then when I came down here, I seen how lucrative it was. At first, I came down here and cut hair. I cut hair as well. So, you know, as I started getting into it, I went and got a job at a landscaping company, just to really like get into it, get acclimated with what's going on in Georgia as far as landscaping is concerned. I learned the business, got with the, you know, a lot of the higher ups that was in that company. Shout out to Visionscapes. And once I did that, I noticed that if I worked for myself and did the same thing, you know what I'm saying, I would make way more money. You know, so I did a business deal with someone else that fell through, and then I talked to Deidre about, you know, coming aboard with her doing the landscaping while she does the cleaning.
Okay.
So what we do is, like, say, like if I get a person that wants, you know, their yard done or something like that, I would mention to them if they want, you know, cleaning services as well. So what ends up happening is we end up feeding off each other. You know what I'm saying? She called me, "Hey, I got somebody who got their lawn done. You know what I'm saying? They want this, and she on my ass too." Excuse me.
I am not.
She on me. Intricate detail. Because, you know, with me, like, I'm a poor communicator. Poor. I'm working on it, but I'm poor.
Working on it.
You know what I'm saying? You know, being in that situation for a while, you know, your social, you know, it takes away from who you are. So it takes a little while to get readjusted back to what's going on, especially if you got real friends telling you, like, "Yo, you're doing this, you know, wake up." You know what I'm saying? So that's how we.
A lot of money to make too.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm waiting on this person to call me now. I can't wait.
Me and Kenneth do have things in common, though. You know, he's been in prison, I have. You know, and I've been very fortunate to, you know, been able to work for companies that do background checks, you know, and certain things they ain't going for, but I've been very fortunate to do it. And with us having a little bit of, you know, struggle, you know, and going through that, you know, it makes us stronger. You know, it definitely makes us stronger, you know, and just to prove to ourselves, you know, that we're better than what we've done. You know, we've done our time, we did what we had to do. So that actually makes us, you know, with a stronger bond from that, you know.
And I have like a new appreciation, because sometimes, especially when someone does that amount of time, you kind of get stuck in a box where no one will hire you. You don't want to go back to doing whatever it is you did, but you got to survive. Like, they throw you out here and be like, "Be good, and don't get in trouble," and you literally came back from that, and you're a business owner.
Let me jump in. Like, I just want to say this to the brothers that are struggling. You know what I'm saying, with coming out of jail and all that. Don't worry about working for somebody. Find something to work for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't, the lanes will never open up for you.
Right.
You know it's almost like you're sitting there begging somebody to let me work for you, let me work for you, let me work for you. And they're looking at nothing but what your mistake that you have made in your life.
And that's all they're gonna
And that's all they're gonna look at.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So the best move for you to make is to start your own business when you come out of prison.
Find something that you love.
Yes.
Everybody is talented.
Yeah, you find something that you love, because if it's not nothing that you love, then it's not gonna work.
Exactly.
But it has to be something that you love to do.
So even if you don't make $1 that day, you're not
Right.
gonna quit.
Oh man, let me tell you something. It is some weeks or days you don't make nothing, and some weeks and days you make everything. You're busy. You're like, okay, I gotta do this. And me and Kendall, we call in the morning and we have our morning talks. I get up, I'll be like, little baby, what's up? It's time to get up. What you doing? What you got? I got this, I got that. So, we feed off each other's energy. That's the best thing that, you can have, especially in your square. I don't have a circle, because when you have a circle, you go round and round. When you go square, you go from point A all the way to Z, And what having people inside of your square is the best thing that you can do. Genuine people, that's shown you. And you see my shirt says mine and they black-owned businesses.
Yeah.
All of these businesses on here are my square. I use them in some form, shape of way or fashion of way that, if I need somebody to do catering, I got catering. If I need somebody to do treats, I got treats. The shirts I got made. Everybody is a black-owned business that's on my shirt, and we always want to support.
Yeah, I gotta figure out how to get his 92.3 on that shirt.
listen, I'm getting more bags.
I'll put it on my chest,
right.
So how did you come up with the name?
I don't know. You know what? I be up at night after cleaning all day, and I be just thinking of stuff, and it was just like situations. I just be in these things, dirty situations that I got to clean. And I just be, and I'm like,
wait a minute.
You probably listen to somebody that's gonna lituation. You know what? If I put clean in front of that.
Listen, I wasn't even thinking about that.
I just put clean in front of that.
Listen, I might have thought about it, but it worked for me. Yeah,
it definitely And sometimes I have to try to memorize the name of somebody's business when it comes in. That was so easy to remember. So that's another good thing.
That's good. Yes, it is.
So, it's gonna be a billion different cleaning services, but you won't forget Cleanuation.
No,
at all. Not at all.
I appreciate that.
Do y'all ever work projects together where, residential, you're cutting the grass while you're cleaning the house?
Yeah,
actually, yes. We just did one last week.
Yeah.
Okay.
She had a birthday party for her son's 16th birthday party. Shout out to Avonda. She does all state. She has a bond agency. She does insurance. So she's one of my regulars. I've had her for about 2 months. We've had her for about 2 months.
Okay.
And she got her lawn done. She got her house done. She got her business, everything. So he was out there cutting grass. I was helping him sling bags, and I was in the house okay, what else we need done? So she's one of our main ones.
They want all around service.
Okay, so I want to know from you, what is the experience where you just felt like, I quit, this house is, I ain't doing this no more? Have you ever had that situation? I want to know about what it looked like.
Woo, child. Listen, let me tell you something. I have houses that are dirty. I have one house that I do free estimates. My estimates are free because I can't look at nobody's house on a phone or some pictures and be like, okay, you can give me such. I have to go look at it because people they'll get you. They'll get you like, oh, it's not that dirty. Lady told me it was not that dirty, and I got to that house to do that free estimate, baby.
Ooh.
I said. I just looked at. I had to stare at everything that was in it because it was a hoarding situation, and I'm like, excuse me, ma'am, I don't haul things. This was before I added unknown to Cleanuation, and I'm like, I don't haul things. I mean, when I say she had 3 cats, 2 dogs, I'm very fur baby friendly. I got a fur baby. I got blue allergies. And I went in there and the bathroom was so gross. The kitchen was everything was, and I'm just like, listen, let me tell you something. It's going to cost you at least $1,200 to get this, and it's gonna be a couple of days.
Yeah.
And it was I went in there. It took me 3 days to clean that house.
Oh, you actually did it?
I actually did it.
Ooh.
I don't discriminate. As long as you gonna give me that money to do that work, because it takes time. I use all my products. I had to go buy more, you know. And I went in there, and it was, I had somebody that was with me to help me, and it was just like, I just felt just real like.
So anybody's house from there was not nowhere near as bad?
No,
like,
no, I haven't had anyone.
You walked in a bed of roses.
Listen, I had to spray myself when I came out, like, wipe me down, you know.
That same house?
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes, wipe me down. It was a wipe me down situation, you know.
My God.
But after I got done with it, and this was like before I really started, you know, advertising and getting. No, it was before I started advertising and getting. And you know what? The thing about me is when I go inside houses, I be meaning to take pictures, but I get right to the money. I'm ready to just move and groove, you know. Like I got referrals, you know. So once I get referrals and references, and they tell me, hey, yeah, she do a good job, then that's fine. Because we're on Angie's List, we're also on Home Advisors, so we're also on Construct Connect. Like we're on a couple of sites.
Okay.
So you know, as long as I got those sites and our ratings are A+, whoop whoop, you know, that's all we, you know, that's basically what we need, word of mouth. So.
And about you, oh my gosh.
Yes, ma'am.
So your work, like you, my hat, I don't even have it. My wig is off to you right now.
Not wig.
Because you work in the direct sun.
Yes, I do.
So what time do you start, and what has been the one time where you was just like, you know what?
Honestly, to be honest with you, I never get like that.
Okay.
I'm always, when I get into doing landscaping, I do sold out.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? People can call me 3-4 times, I won't answer. I'm like into it. So
they know when you're not answering, you working right now.
And I never have had that feeling yet. The only thing that I've had happen was like some unruly customers. Like this last lady, you know, she called the landscaper. She didn't call somebody that cuts grass. That's what I tried to explain it to her. But she didn't understand where I was coming from. When you go and you assess a property, it's a lot of things that's going on.
Right.
And you're not even aware of what's going on because you don't do landscaping. So if I'm telling you, you know, that it's gonna cost you $600, you're like, well, who you gonna charge $600? I ain't never paid. I understand that. But if you don't want to pay, that's fine. We can go on to the next one. You can go find somebody that just cuts grass.
Right. So what all do you do?
I do irrigation. I do fertilization, iron treatments, hedging, weed eating, aeration.
I do
literally.
So yeah, he does not just cut grass.
At all. Land.
So that's like you said, that's what she was looking for, just in grass. What did she need?
Well, when I looked at it, when you first walk up to her property, her whole front yard is like detailed. So it has like maybe 100 bushes in the front. And this is no exaggeration. She had about 100 bushes in the front.
Acres.
And then to cut the grass in the front would have probably been about $30 just to cut the grass. But then all the bushes is what piled her money up. Because if it's a whole lot of bushes, if it's not a lot of bushes, I charge 15 per bush. If it's a lot of bushes, I'll discount it to 10 per bush. Okay. Right? But she had 100 in the front. And then she had...
That's just the front.
Yeah. Then she had 100 in the back. And she was sitting on a half an acre in the back. So when I told her,
So she wanted you to cut around all that?
I don't... She wanted me to trim all the bushes. And cut all the grass. Line it up. Trim it. No, I'm not doing all of that for that.
He was so frustrated that day.
And she just started yelling at me. I told her, man, my mom comes from me.
Yeah. He called me and said, listen, I went and told her. So I'm like, what happened? So I called her. She's like, well, I've never. And then it was like black people. And it was like, she started that. I'm in the military. And I said, ma'am, let me tell you something. I don't know what y'all got going on. I said, ma'am, you got us off of Angie's List. First, so you seen our ratings. You seen our comments. You seen what the people said about us. You know, so there's no way that we are, and they said we got good prices.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we're very low compared to a lot of other landscaping and cleaning places. Our prices are very reasonable. I went to a lady house, she had a 6-bedroom, Molly Maid or whoever they are. They charged her dang on near $1,200. And it was like, and as soon as I told her my price, she was like, okay, here go the check. You go this way. But it's like, she just started with the you black people and young black, and I'm like, ma'am, listen, let me tell you something. I stand behind what Kenneth gave you, the quote he gave you, and that's it. If you don't want it, no. I have to, with working with Kenneth, I have to let him know that it's okay to say no. It's okay for him to say no. Even with me, you know, we working together. If I ask you, hey, it's okay to be like, I can't do it. You know, because I had to learn that, you know, and Kenneth is one of those people where he wants to make sure that if you're looking out for him, it's like embedded in his head, like I have to do it because they looked out for me. And I have to kind of like put it into him, like in his heart, like, bruh, you don't have to always say yes just because somebody looked out for you. If somebody gonna look out for you, it's because they want to, and it's genuine. You know what I'm saying? It's not because, you know, they want something from you. If they want something from you, they ain't nobody you need to be compensated.
Exactly. I'm glad you told him that too. And hopefully you get it, because I'm learning this too, so you talking to me too. It's hard for me to be mean to nice people. If you haven't done anything wrong to me, I can't say no.
It's just like my mom told me this a long time. She said your loyalty, the way that you are, definitely.
Yep.
Yes,
it's a blessing and a curse. To a fault. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. Somebody look out for you, you like, what you need.